Hello, my name is Ethan and this is Lucy, and we're from a Christian charity in Peterborough called Crops, who often go into secondary schools and do work such as assemblies and lunchtime clubs. I'm a youth work apprentice and Lucy is part of our gap year team, and today in your assembly we'll be speaking to you about the theme of motivation.
If you're anything like me, you find it so hard to find motivation. Having the energy and the drive just to complete such simple things is so hard. And for me, I find I get most of my motivation from planning something fun to do in the evening after I've finished all my work, whether that's watching a film with my family, doing a Zoom call with my friends. It's just so nice having something fun planned in the evening, and it really helps me get through and finish all my work. So now we're just going to take a minute. We want you to pause the video. A question will come up on the screen. And we just want you to discuss with the person next to you, what are some of the things you really struggle to find motivation for?
If you're anything like me, you probably spoke a lot about the mornings, and people who know me personally know that I don't do too well in the mornings. And in fact, I'm actually known to despise them quite a lot. But like Lucy said, there are things in the morning that are there to motivate me. And for me, after having a big cup of tea or a big cup of coffee, I feel ready to go on and tackle the rest of the day. And motivation is something that's particularly important now more than ever, especially with the coronavirus and everything else that is happening in the world right now.
This pandemic has caused so much of our lives to change, and things will never go back to the normal that we remember. With things such as at-home learning, we have to rely so heavily on ourselves, and what we put in is what we get out, and we can't easily rely on other people to help and support us. We have to stay motivated in times like today to achieve well and set us up for a good future. We have to live life to the fullest and take every opportunity that is thrown our way.
We're now going to watch a clip from one of my favourite films, Despicable Me, where we meet Gru, someone who is aspiring to become the greatest supervillain of all time. And in the clip, we see Gru speaking to his minions about somebody else who has surpassed him in this goal.
Simmer down! Thank you. Okay. Now, I realize that you guys have probably heard about this other villain who stole the pyramids. Apparently, it's a big deal. People are calling it the crime of the century and stuff like that. But, am I upset? No, I am not. A little, but we have had a pretty good year ourselves. And you guys are all right in my book. No raises. You're not going to get any raises. What did we do? Well, we stole the Times Square Jumbotron! Nice! Huh? That's how I roll! Yeah, you all like watching football and that, huh? But that's not all. We stole the Statue of Liberty! The small one from Las Vegas. And I won't even mention the Eiffel Tower! Also Vegas. Okay, I wasn't going to tell you about this yet, but I have been working on something very big. Something that will blow this pyramid thing out of the water. And thanks to the efforts of my good friend, Dr. Nafario.
Thank you!
Oh, there he is. He's styling. Now, we have located the shrink ray in a secret lab, and once we take this shrink ray, we will have the capability to pull off the true crime of the century. We are going to steal. Wait! I haven't told you what it is yet. Hey, Dave, listen up, please. Next, we are going to steal... Pause for effect. The moon! And once the moon is mine, the world will give me whatever I want to get it back. And I will be the greatest villain of all time! That's what I'm talking about!
In the clip, we learn that another villain has surpassed Gru by stealing a pyramid. Gru wants to be the most well-known and the greatest villain of all time, yet he's really struggling with this because he's only fulfilling small feats by stealing really significant items. and it's making it so much harder for him to achieve his dream.
However, motivated by his goal to go on and become the greatest supervillain of all time, Gru puts in the ultimate effort and decides to go on and steal the moon. Whilst we're not encouraging you to go and steal anything or commit any crimes, in fact, we would advise strongly against this, we do believe that there is something to learn from Gru and his motivation. It was Gru's dreams that motivated him to go on and put in the full effort. Now, we're going to spend some time thinking about what is it that motivates you and what are the dreams and aspirations you have for your life.
For some people, this may be being financially stable in the future with a really good job that they enjoy and the ability to support a family. For other people, it could be having time to travel the world and try new adventures and being able to invest in their hobbies. And for other people, it could be making a difference in the world and helping those around them. Whilst we too are motivated by these things, as Christians, we believe that most of our motivation comes from knowing that God has a plan and a purpose for our lives.
In the Bible, Christians are motivated to always work hard in everything that we do. And this comes from a passage in Colossians, a letter that Paul wrote to the church in Colossus. And it reads like this: "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as if working for the Lord and not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ whom you are serving." As Christians, we believe that everything we do in our lives takes us that one step closer to the plan and purpose God has for our lives. And our motivation is to go on in our lives and trying to fulfill that purpose God has for us. And we do this not only for our sake, but for the sake of others too. And we seek to help others by making a difference in the world, either by helping them directly or serving them in unforeseen ways. And as we finish our assembly today, we would like you to think about what motivates you. Think about the times when you don't feel motivated and take some time to reflect on what's been said. What helps you to stay motivated, and what are the dreams and aspirations you have for your life?
Now that brings us to the end of our assembly, and we just want to say thank you so much for listening. We really hope you've enjoyed everything we've talked about, and we also hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.